Come in, come in. The show's about to begin. Tonight we have guitarist, bassist, content creator. He does games. He does Rocksmith. He does a lot of stuff, guys. We're going to get to know him. Of course, I'm talking about N0isses. He's here. We're going to be making some noise for him. I see you in chat. Guys, come through. Hype it up in chat. Make some noise because we got N0isses here on YenYorkCity Live. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Welcome in to YenYorkCity Live. We are a podcast here on Twitch, rocking out every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I see you guys coming in. Thank you, making money. What's up? How's everyone's weekend going? If you haven't noticed, we have a new look, a new layout, and I'm feeling it. I think it's kind of like cyber meets the city. You know, it has a different vibe. And also we have our famous Moon Man that will be appearing on the top of the screen. Of course, I'm talking about Luna Satori. You guys know he's my co-host. Usually he's next to me, but you know, he's the man and the Moon Man. So of course he has to be above us, shining his light, and he's behind the control center doing all the things that I probably can't do because I'm talking to my guests. So we thought this would be a new way to introduce the new summer layout. And I think it's fun. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be coming in slowly. We're gonna add more things. And as you can see, we have the billboard here. We still have the elements of Times Square, but it's more like, you know, a cyber type of layout, I guess you could say. But it still keeps to its true essence of New York City. So if you guys are new to me, hello, my name is Jens. I'm from New York City. I was born and raised in New York City. I'm a complete city girl, and I love to share everything from IRLs of New York City and music streams, mostly musicians that are here on Twitch that are trying to, you know, get more attention, get more love, because I love showing everybody here love and attention when it comes to music and also fitness. I love fitness, food. I have a lot of food streams too coming in the month of July, because I can't believe we're in July already. Like this is crazy when you think about it feels like we just came from the winter and then now it's starting to get warm. So I hope you guys have some good plans for the 4th of July. We will be streaming. Luna Satori will be on drums. And we're probably going to do some kind of fun stream, maybe themed. But if you guys have any ideas on what you guys think it should be, I think maybe some dance, maybe some metal. We have right here above me, the next guest. Mike Shreds is on next week. So that's going to be fun. He's amazing. He has a band and he has that progressive growly metal voice and a shredder on guitar. I mean, he's Mike Shreds. And so today we have another shredder. He's also a Rocksmith player and he does play bass. I think today he's going to be rocking out the bass, but he also does guitar streams, and it's going to be fun. N0isses is the guy of the hour, and we're going to be getting to know what makes him awesome. So if you guys want to put anything in chat that you would want to ask N0isses, feel free. We'll ask him and get to know him more. And without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to N0isses. He's our guest here tonight on YenYorkCity Live. N0isses, are you ready for me?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, let's do it. It's N0isses here on YenYorkCity Live. Let's go.
Hope you guys like bass. chunky.
Woo! That was amazing! Noises!
Yes. So glad to be here.
What's up, baby? What's good? What have you been up to this weekend and this week? And thank you for being here. I gotta thank you because having you is like, what can I say? It's like having a bass player and a drummer are like my two favorite things, but I've been really on a bass kick lately. Like I've been trying to get as many bass players and guitarists, so thank you for agreeing to be here with us and giving us this time and space. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, honestly. I've been getting as much sleep as I can this weekend, honestly. It's been a long year.
I'm telling you,
bluntly, right? Yeah.
Right? It's like I messed up in the beginning. I said January. I'm like, what the heck? It's July. We're like halfway there. 2022 is just been a crazy ride. But it's been a crazy 2 years, I would say, 2.5 years. And I'm going, this is like the third year of the podcast, and just meeting everyone and having everyone come on the podcast have been the highlights, I think, of everything from when the pandemic happened and everything started going pretty much closing down and musicians couldn't really play as much anymore. And I think that's where it comes in, where a lot of new people started streaming music. So I like to ask everyone that comes on the podcast, when did you start streaming on Twitch?
Yeah, I've actually been streaming a long time, but not in the music category. I started out with like a tiny camera that I put tape over and used as a microphone, and that was maybe like 2018, so it's been a long road to this point.
Oh wow, so you used to play a lot before even the whole 2020 started, right? Like before that?
Yeah, I picked it up more, I think, around that time. I looked through my analytics because I was like, when is my blank anniversary? Like when did anything start? And I looked back and I was like, wow, it's been a very long time. There were a lot of like, inconsistencies. I would say that when the pandemic hit, that was when I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a schedule because I'm at home, the commute is gone, I can take the commute time, make it into stream time, and here we are.
What a great choice, because I think the music community is amazing, and it's grown so much since then. So that's the upside of it all. And I gotta say, I got a tier 3 sub, 32 months by the man himself, the man that I need to introduce you guys to the new look, the new vibe of the Moon Man, which is Luna Satori. Luna, where are you? We need to glitch him back in because I think the Matrix took him, and I need to get my moon back. And there he goes. There goes Luna. Luna's up there overwatching everything, what's going on in the chat. And so he had a show this week, and it was really fun. I know some of you guys are following Luna Satori. If you're not following him, shout out Luna Satori, because he's a drummer here. And we do a lot of these podcasts, and yeah, he's my co-host. And, drummers and bass players, you already know. They kind of go hand in hand. So I love seeing that dynamic between a drummer and a bass player. And so talking to you today, I hope Luna chimes in here when it comes to a lot of the rhythm section stuff.
Only if you need me to.
Okay. but how did you feel this week, Luna, with your gig?
Oh, it was fun. It was hot. I was sweaty. I wore this for the first time in the public, and it was interesting. Sure.
I mean, you're doing the most back there, just dressed up like that.
Yeah, I got to get used to it. It was like halfway through the set, I had to take everything off. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know how Slipknot does it with a mask the entire time. It's just...
Slipknot, yeah, I don't know. That's a big thing right there for hours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But thank you so much for the tier 3. Wow, thank you so much.
N0isses.
How's it going, Luna?
Glad to see you over there on the large screen.
I know, you look amazing. Look at that handsome man.
Yeah, enormous. Look at that. It's
everything
here, like the whole window.
Have you ever? So I asked you before. Have you been to New York City?
I have only a couple times. One time I went up. Gosh, I can't even remember. It would have been like 2014, 15. I'm not sure. I went up and I visited for a bit. I don't think I did too much, but it was like during like a spring break or something. And then the second time I went up was probably also around 2018. So I went up and it was freezing cold. I am from the southeast US, so it takes about this much snow to shut everything down. So when I got up there, I was like, wow, this is too much for me.
Yeah, we're our weather here is very bipolar. It doesn't know what it wants to be. Sometimes it's sunny and then there's an overcast and then there's thunder and then there's a rainbow. And then it's just like, okay, you don't know if you should unpack your umbrella in your backpack because it's always either raining or it's about to rain or something. So New York is very unpredictable. So always wear like a cardigan, a sweater, a hoodie in your backpack because we've had snow in April here, so it's very unpredictable, but it's fun. And I always tell everyone that's on the podcast, you have a friend here if you ever come. I love showing my town. I love showing the city. And it's one of my favorite things to do is going to shows and music, venues and things like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So when was the last time you went to a show? And do you play any shows? Are you in a band? What's it like over there?
It's a good question. As far as when the last time I saw a show was, oh man, it wasn't like too long ago, but I'm trying to remember which one I went to. It would have had to have been like within the past couple months. Cause like once bands were able to tour, everyone went on tour. And so there was just this moment where, I'd look at the calendar and I'm like, do I have a concert this week? And it was really a coin toss. I think there were, 2 concerts that were like 1 week apart or like less than a week apart. But I don't play in a band, unfortunately. I want to learn more without as we joke in the Rocksmith community, I want to learn how to play without the rectangles one day. So we're working on that right now.
So guys, he's available. Yeah. Hashtag he's available.
You need a bassist.
You need a bass player or a guitarist. Because you play both, right? Multi-instrumental.
Yeah. I wish I could have. I wish I still had the 7-string that I just got Friday. It is at the luthier because they normally take in guitars for repairs on Monday, but obviously tomorrow is a holiday, so I had to get it in today. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's at the luthier, but it'll be playable when it comes back, and that's what matters.
So what are your favorite guitars then? You just got this guitar. I remember it was like a big hype, right? Like guitar hype I saw. And so what kind of guitar was it? And I'm sad that you don't have it to show, but you can show us your other ones. Go to his stream to see the other one this week.
Yeah, the VOD for the last stream would be there. There's I know Twitch was having problems clipping, so I made like a highlight of the moment that the E string, so it didn't break. And I'm still kind of miffed about this. The E string just slipped out of the tuning knob because whoever put the strings in just decided, thread the string through the hole and call it a day. So when I tuned it, it was fine. Everything was like a little loose because they shipped it without it being tuned up. I tuned it that day, and then I started playing.
Someone got lazy.
The moment I tried to play something on the E, it was like it dropped all the way down to B. I was like, that's not good. And I told chat, oh no, this might break. And then immediately in the next song that I played on stream, the E string just flew out. And then I just stopped playing.
So somebody clipped it? Did somebody clip it? Ahmad.
Yeah, I have it. I don't know if I can find the link. No, I see Get Me Out of Here. I don't know if you can find it.
Still in stock.
But I was not happy. But I can run through my other guitars. I have them all right here. The other 4, I guess.
All your axes. So they're guitars and basses.
Yeah, I only have 1 guitar right now, but the other 3 are basses. I can start with the guitar. So this one, if my folks are watching, they're gonna know that I'm gonna make the same joke. This is my first guitar. My dad bought this from Sam's Club. So I call it the Sam's Club guitar. It came with, the bag, the extra string, the amp that sounded really, fine. Yeah. So this is the first guitar we had. It was this one's about 20 years old at this point. It feels
it's still holding up.
Yeah, it's the only one that has not had any major problems. It's a Silvertone sick one. I love it a lot. I'm obviously thankful that my dad let me have it for this long. Maybe one day it'll come home. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's awesome. Shout out to Dad for getting you that. I mean, he tried to get you the whole package with the gig bag and the amp, like the effort of that in itself. Awesome. And you still have it after so long.
Oh yeah, it really held up. I think the only thing it could need is just, a little fret job, but I feel like it's fine. And I had it for a while. I played, because my brother played drums back then. He and I would just, be up in the, lounge or wherever room we could be in, set the drums up and play guitar and, not bass, but guitar and drums together. But, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. You have a drummer brother. That's awesome. Yeah, my brothers are drummers too, so it's like, yeah, I get it. But I wanted to play the bass, and then I got the drums, and so it's always been like a battle. I want to get back at it, but something about the bass. Do you feel like it's more like your heart is more into the bass when you play it, or do you feel like it's even with the guitar or the bass? What do you feel like is more your first instrument?
I would definitely say that I really prefer the bass. It's more my speed. I've always been interested. When I heard what was it? I want to say Pliny. And I heard the bass in that in those songs. I was like, wow, the bass isn't just doing what the other guitarist is doing. So there was something interesting about that for me, and I kind of just ran with it. I got my first bass 2016. It's not here. It broke. It was like $70.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for those who know guitar talk, because without that context this means nothing, the nut broke on the bass. So
ouch.
Yeah, the repairmen were like, oh, how much did you pay for this? And I told him $70, and he was like, you should just buy a new guitar because the cost of your bass is going to be less than the cost of making a new nut for it. So
oh man,
that's how I actually got one of my other basses that's on the rack right now. So
I feel like Luna wanted to say something.
No, I'm good.
I was just waiting for a joke to just make itself.
I made it so that I can not say inappropriate things.
Oh no. I'm like, oh man, damn it, but it's okay. I'll take the blame for all the bad jokes then. So let's see. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Mad Matter. And I see
Mad Matter. There's a lot of homies.
Who's here from N0isses community? Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, you guys know, if you want to ask any questions, as long as they're not that embarrassing, it's fine. It's okay. We're safe here. We're in a safe zone here. So I love that. And I love your streams. They're so fun. They're chill. And what I love, every time I go in there, there's always a different, what was the thing we were talking about? Vibe curation. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because that's the thing in your stream, right? You make vibes happen, and it's always different in there. There's always different genres, which I appreciate because I like all genres. But what do you feel? What is this? Explain to me, what is vibe curation?
So I still don't know where the idea came from. But at some point I saw a GIF that just said let me curate your vibes, and I decided, you know what, we're gonna run with that. We're gonna make a joke. Those who, I see some people dropping vibe in the chat.
They know.
Those who are in my stream know about this little fella. This is the vibe curation. I have a bot that I run that will change what this thing looks like if someone has a good vibe. So
it's
there's
all about the vibes.
15 different versions. Yeah, it's I don't know why, but I ran with it. That's kind of how I feel about my stream in general. Is I'm open to experiencing new stuff, like newer songs, new music, new genres. If people want me to play like a new game, maybe we'll see. But there's always something to get out of almost everything, and so whenever I'm in a stream, I'm like, hey, come whatever may, I'm gonna enjoy it anyway, unless I'm playing Victor Wooten on guitar, because that was probably the one moment that I did not enjoy playing bass. So
oh really? Was that
yeah,
last night? I don't know if it was last night or the night before. I was in there and you were like, I'm glad that song is over. Was it that?
I think it was like two nights ago. Yeah, it was just so for those who don't know, Victor Wooten is like an incredible bass player. So someone transcribed all of his, like, one of his songs into Rocksmith, and it was just unbelievably difficult. So I just kind of powered through it, and then after the song I just thought, you know what, I'm just glad this is over. I don't ever want to do this again. This was the least fun I've ever had.
So is there a genre or a type of music that you're just like, I am not gonna play this, like, no, or you just like, you say, okay, pick another one, I'm not doing this? Because everyone seems to have that one type of like genre, like country sometimes, like, is there certain ones that you're just like, nay, I'm not gonna do that, it's okay?
Yeah, there's a couple. I'm kind of in the same vein with country, and I think it's largely because, like, I don't dislike country, but I'm from the Southeast, so I hear it all the time, and I can do without listening to it for, a year or so. But that and something called like alien core, which is stuff like Rings of Saturn or like Buried Alive, like I don't like playing that, only because it's incredibly difficult, and usually when people come in to request that, they're not like, oh, I want you to, do your best. They're gonna be like, oh, you suck at this, I'm unfollowing, and they'll type all that in the chat.
Oh, like the skill check, right? The infamous skill check. Well, yeah, that's not fun.
Skill checks are not fun.
I mean, people come in there and it's like they don't even play guitar, and they're trying to skill check you. It's like, don't let them get to you, right? It's like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, all those kids who come in and they're like, oh, what do you mean you don't want to play Polyphia? They're so easy. Just hit the notes on the screen. And I'm like, no.
Aw. I see Mike Shreds is in the chat. Welcome in, Mike. Mike is going to be on next Sunday, guys. So if you guys are not following Mike, go check him out, see what he's about, and then come back next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and ask him questions or think about some juicy stuff you want to know about Mike Shreds. So shout out to Mike Shreds. I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for being here. We got N0isses, and he's telling us all about his streams. So yeah, I know there's like a certain thing that I was trying to explain to my brother. What was it? Math rock?
Yeah, that's a big one for me.
Yeah.
It's a genre that I didn't know I would love so much, but it's honestly one of my favorite, and I feel like a lot of people, there's Duzzle in chat talking about math. Essentially what it is it's this weird, like, sort of style of music. It's not just like its own genre in the same way that like prog or pop or lo-fi is. Math rock is something that features time signature changes, BPM changes, syncopation, so like playing on the off note or the offbeat or something like that. It's pretty much nerd music is what I've been led to believe. It's just like music for people who think, oh well, yeah, you could be playing this easily, but you want it to do like 11/16 and then a 17/16, but you could just play it in 4/4, and it's like, yeah, thank you, scientists would qualify. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. I did a for those who know of the Rocksmith community, they do Shredfest, and that's like a concert, like a raid train event. I did math bass at like midnight my time.
Wow.
So I was very out of it while trying to play very complicated songs, but we play it a lot at my stream. I have a couple, maybe one or two of the songs that I have for today are math rock, so I hope you guys enjoyed 4/4, because that royal blood was the only time you're ever gonna see it again, maybe.
Oh, I love that. So you're gonna do Shredfest again? Because I saw Nico, he's gonna be on it this year finally. So I see a lot of our guys are doing Shredfest. Mike, you're on Shredfest, right? This year, everybody's on. Who's in the chat that's gonna be on Shredfest? Let me know. And do you guys get like an hour, right? It was just an hour for each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you have like an hour to play. This time it's bands, so that way everyone plays like a band worth of like one band for like an hour, and then the next person goes on.
Oh, so do you know what you're gonna choose?
Yeah. And you know, it's like we'll discuss it, but I picked Dance Gavin Dance, and I know they're like one of my favorite bands of all time. I've been listening to them since like Downtown Battle Mountain, which I think is like their second album. And the reason why I'm doing them, they recently lost their bassist, and I am like dedicating my whole set to him. I'm gonna play only songs that he played in, and only bass for like pretty much the entire set. So I'm gonna make some charts that have his, you know, bass pads, and I'm just gonna play bass for Tim. DGD for Tim. We're gonna be playing bass for them. That's gonna happen sometime in August, I think. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm so happy.
So how did they choose that? I know we were talking to which one was it? Oh, you guys hear fireworks already in the background?
Really?
It's happening. People go crazy with fireworks here. So don't be alarmed. It's just fireworks. Yeah, like that, to me, that's pretty cool because I see the community get together and do these shred fests. It's fun to see. And then you guys go from one, and do you raid to the next person?
Yeah. So it's essentially like each person raids into the next person, and it's just like a constant, like I think 72 hours worth of just straight stuff. If you're in the chat and you just are in for every single streamer, it's 72 hours in a row pretty much.
That says a lot, because to have 70 something Rocksmith or guitarists, what have you, whatever it is that you guys want to call each, because I know there's a lot of guitarists that just play guitar, right? So with the Rocksmith community, what I noticed is like they have these shred fests, and then it's all about them kind of having this community within each other, and you see them all in each other's streams, and I love that because I see it's very, very tight knitted, kind of like the drummers here on Twitch. Like we're all very close. So with you, it's bass. Is it bass or guitar? Or is it both?
It's both. Like if someone comes in and they request something that I know is hard, like, you know, the aforementioned Polyphia person, you know, I'm gonna play Polyphia on bass because I know Tim Henson is an incredible guitarist and I want no part of that. So, yeah, usually if people come in and it's a band that I recognize would be impossible for me to do on guitar, I will pick up my bass and they'll be like, oh, but I wanted a guitar, and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, dude.
So yeah, you have to pick one or the other, right? Yeah. Do you feel more comfortable playing your bass more than the guitar on Shredfest? Is this your first one, or have you done like more than 1 year now?
I've done, so they're like seasonal. I did one or two last year. I actually don't remember. And then I did one this year, so this will be my second one this year.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. And it's just growing, right? There's just more and more people on the community going on, and I like that. I like seeing that because it's really, really what's up right now with the community, is just having each other's backs and doing these big events that are hours long. So it's pretty cool. And then sometimes you see them repeat, right? I've seen a few of my friends have 2 slots, which is nuts, but yeah, it's pretty fun to see. So this is in August. Do you know your time slot?
I want to say it's 3 p.m. Eastern, but I have to double check, because like I was streaming yesterday and someone just came in and they were like, oh, you're in Shredfest, and I thought, I am. I'm also streaming, but I am. So I think it's 3 p.m. I'm pretty sure it is. And I think if you go on the Unity, it's like Unity Shredfest or Unity Rocksmith YenYorkCityPodcast.com. It'll show you the whole lineup, and there's a ton of stuff in there. Someone's doing Van Halen.
Wow.
There was a big fight for who's going to play Orbit Culture. So
so you can't play the same as someone else. It has to be all unique, different bands. It can't be double.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so bands like, Metallica, Iron Maiden, like
no,
those
I
are the
get
ones
them.
that
No,
people
I play it better than you. Like, do people get into those debates of like, no, like this is my turf, dude. Like, let me play my band. You already know. Do they get like that or no?
I haven't been there.
That would be
never
funny.
been in that situation, but I tend to pick stuff that I feel like one or two people are gonna pick what I pick, and if they do that, then whatever.
Like friendly banter.
It's like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Friendly
Yeah.
banter. So what are your favorite top bands to play out of, let's just say 5, because I know it's hard for a lot of people, but 5 of your most loved bands that you love the most to play.
Okay, yeah, 5. If I had to pick,
Yes.
I am not the best at guitar solos, but I really like playing Parkway Drive. They were my earliest self-discovered metal band, and I really just fell in love with them ever since. I have one of the Parkway Drive vinyls here. It was the first vinyl I ever bought. So that would be one. Delta Sleep is one of my favorite bands of all time. Whenever I'm for me, I guess what makes a favorite band is a band that I can just go to Spotify, go to that artist, hit play, and be completely content. So Delta Sleep is one of them. People who are in my channel know that I play them a lot. I'm not good enough to play them on guitar just yet, but we're getting there. So that's 2. What would I say is the third? Third one, I would probably say All Them Witches. That's like a dirty rock band from I don't want to say Tennessee. I found them through an Adult Swim commercial.
Oh wow.
It was 3 a.m.
So
random.
random.
3 a.m. And all I saw was the cover art on the screen and the name All Them Witches, and then they played one of their songs. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm all about this band. Yes, I love it. And then since then I've been listening to all their stuff. I have, some of their vinyl down here too. So I have most of my vinyl, at least in terms of percentage of albums I own from the band, it's mostly All Them Witches down here.
Adult Swim music ads had some good bands. Panda.
Oh yeah. I guess the other one, Royal Blood, we just played them.
Yeah.
I discovered them through Adult Swim too. They played
wow.
the Out of the Black music video again at 3 a.m. on a Saturday, and I was like, yeah, I'm all about this band too. So I been listening to them for a while. I just saw them live this year, so I was super stoked. It was an enormous venue, so I could barely make them out, and I have the worst photos in the world, but it was a good show. So
it sounds like fun.
That's good. Oh yeah, I loved it. That's 4. So yeah, Dance Gavin Dance is the 5th one then. Yeah, and for reasons I already mentioned, long time band. Yeah.
Goose, the Goose Chase is in the house. What's up, honey?
Goose.
Do you have the alert, Luna?
Not on here.
Aw, because we made an alert and I wanted it on my channel too.
I could load it.
It's fun. Okay. While the Moon Man takes care of that, how are you, Goose? Thanks for coming in. We got your guy here, N0isses. Yeah, so we're talking about all the stuff about Shredfest. Goose, you're in Shredfest this year, right? You gotta be, right?
Yeah.
He has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I feel like I have to double check, but yeah, and if he's not in this one, he'll probably be in another one.
Yeah.
Goodness.
It's three times a year, right? It's seasonal.
Yeah, they're changing the way that they were. I think that so now they have oh my
Goose.
Yeah, they have they're changing it up. I don't remember how many normal Shredfest there are, but then they have one that's Shredfest where you pick a theme or something like that.
No.
So instead of playing an artist, you play sad music or the bottom 10 of iTunes or something like that. Then there's a showcase for like our LGBT members Shredfest for Pride. That was the most recent Shredfest, which is a whole day of not just music, not just Rocksmith streamers, but music streamers, singers, a cappella, spoken word, poetry. It was all of our LGBTQ plus community coming together, raising money for a good cause. Then there is another one that Goose Chase can also try for, Shredfest Uncharted, which is no Rocksmith, so you have to play without the fancy rectangles. You just play real people music, which I don't know if I'll do because I have to work on my own tones, but that's something else that we do on top of the normal Shredfest.
Aw, he says not this year. Well, why not? Or probably the next time. Thank you so much.
Goose Chase to play stuff.
Thank you so much, Making Money, for gifting that sub to Goose. What else? Let me see. Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, thank you so much, Making Money. And what was another thing that I don't think there's any questions so far for N0isses, but if you guys have any questions,
I am here.
That's what we have him here for, so you guys can get to know him more in
dramatic effect.
Dramatic. Yes. So did we talk about all of your guitars? I think we did, right? We talked about those.
Yeah, we talked about the one. I can show you the other one. So this is my Stingray. This is the first bass that I bought with my own money, so this is my first actual bass.
Your baby, right?
It's a 5-string. Oh yeah, I love playing on this. It is heavy. It is especially the heaviest bass. I think it's the heaviest instrument I have right now. That's not like a keyboard or a drum set, but that's beyond the point. Ooh, gifting subs. Mello got one.
Making money over here. Thank you for that resub and that gifted sub. To Mello. Hey, let's
pick
go.
Or no pick.
That's...
Mike Shreds, I can play kind of both, but if someone shows up and they want, I think, what is it, Vector? That one I'm not playing without a pick. I can't play too fast. For me, I would rather play as well as I can, and if that involves playing with a pick on bass, then so be it. But I'd rather not, botch someone's request because they're like, oh, I want you to play it the way that the real bassist plays it. It's like, I'd rather just play it so that it sounds remotely good.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the Stingray. And then my next bass is an EB0. This one, I got a sub.
Oh Jesus, making money, killing it over here. He gave N0isses and Venom Ham.
He's trying to take my mask off.
Those are good.
Well, after what is it? After 5 or 10 subs, I don't know. I lost count. So that means the Moon Man gets to disclose his face and breathe a little bit more. Oh my God, you got both? Sheesh. We're over here starting to take the mask mandate off, and he's like, nope, I'm actually putting a mask and putting another one. But now you can breathe.
Face shield and the cloth. Nothing's getting past this.
No.
But yeah, this is my EB0.
Gorgeous.
I love it a lot. This and I couldn't remember exactly when, but for as long as I can remember, and I think I saw this on a show, there was a show or a cartoon or something where the main character played this. So after some time of saving up, I was like, I'm just gonna fulfill my childhood dream and buy this bass. I was playing Shredfest for Royal Blood, and I wanted to play using this bass because the Royal Blood bassist plays short scales. If you can't tell, this is a shorter bass. But, and I don't think you can see it anymore, the neck was broken. So it shipped with a broken, I think they said the fretboard was separating from the neck. So I had to get this repaired, and it took 3 weeks. So I couldn't play Shredfest with this bad boy, but this is still one of my more cherished basses. It's one that has sentimental value for me because it's just something that I've wanted since I was a kid. So yeah.
Oh, that red one. I love that red. Red is my favorite color. I love that. Yeah. That red one is probably my favorite. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah, I have a channel point redeem. Oh boy, another one?
Panda.
You're gonna start a hype train?
I'm surprised it didn't start already. That's nuts.
Oh, man. At this point soon, right?
Yeah.
I have a channel point redeem on my channel that allows people to make me play their requests on that little short scale. So, you know, if someone comes in and they're like, I want to see Rush on like the short scale, I'll try it. But, you know, Geddy Lee is a little crazy. He's a little crazy.
So what are your 5 top favorite bass players and guitar players? Because I'm going to ask both, I guess I should.
Gosh, bass is a little easier for me. Simon Grove from Pliny, I think his was the first bass that I really like heard, and I thought, wow, there's a lot you can really do with bass. So definitely him. Jacob Umansky, of course, from Intervals. I mean, he's a beast.
Wow.
I mean, he's one of the reasons why I have a Dingwall is because, you know, I heard his bass tone and I thought, wow, you know what? I want that. Little did I know that there's a lot more to bass tone than just, you know, the bass that you have. For lack of a better name, because I don't know his actual name, I would say Commander Meouch from Twerp, which is Tupperware Remix Party. They are like a costume band.
I've never heard of this band. So say it again. Tupperware what?
Remix Party. I think I actually have a poster. I can pull it up.
I thought metal names were weird.
Yeah, I thought metal names are weird, but this is like beyond what I've ever heard.
This one in the blue. He is a cat commander from space, and the band is, if I remember this correctly, from the future and the past and the 80s and Canada.
I love it. I love everything about it because I'm all about space. And you guys see, Goose!
Oh my goodness, the hype train. Goose Chase, you did
Goose! You did it. Yes. Coming, Goose. Annihilating that hype train. Let's go. That's Goose's command, okay? So, that was amazing. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for hyping it up over here. I appreciate every one of you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And so I think that was 5. Was that 5? Did we mention 5?
I think that was, I don't remember. I mean, there's a lot, like, people come into my chat and they request stuff that I've never heard before. Obviously, Geddy Lee is another good bassist, and Mike Kerr from Royal Blood, because, you know, he does a lot of fun stuff with his bass. So
yeah,
that's definitely, like, my top 5, like, off the top of my head.
Solid. I gotta listen to that band, though, the Tupperware, because the whole space thing is what me and Luna have going on with the bands that we're in. So if you guys don't see over here, this is the 2 here. So this is Sky Museum, and I have new music coming out hopefully by the end of July, with an amazing producer, streamer, extraordinary person. He does everything from producing, singing, guitar, bass, piano. Wow. He's a looper. His name is Joshua Wu Music. If you guys are not familiar with him, he's like John Lennon on steroids, from the past to the future. I mean, he's just nuts. So we're doing like some kind of like futuristic type of music. I want to add a lot more elements to it too. It's gonna be really fun. So that's Sky Museum. If you guys want to do that and follow, go ahead. It's on right here, Instagram. And Hotel Security, another band from space. So I'm a museum in space, and he's Luna's a hotel in space. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna fly with this whole space stuff, you know. I think space rock and progressive rock with metal is really awesome, and with a little synth. Yeah. And the whole 80s thing is coming back now. Who watched Stranger Things? Are you into Stranger Things?
I need to watch all of it. I've been slacking. I've been caught up, but I have not watched anything from season 4. And I
catch up.
Crushed.
Oh man, okay, no spoiler alert. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Yeah, we just saw it, and I did cry. I did cry in one part. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's okay. It was fine. What else? Oh, so yeah, you did mention 5 bass players. So what about 5 guitarists that are most influential in your playing?
Okay, with that, I would definitely say I like, for those who know, I play a lot of video games and I love video game music. That's really one of the things that got me into music. So, there are a handful of like video game music metal dudes. So like, Family Jewels, that's like my biggest inspiration is to have, like, be able to play as well as he does. Oh my goodness.
Oh my, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Making money, you did not.
Whoa.
What?
Oh my goodness.
The heck? What?
Short brunette in there, wave head.
Wait, how many subs did? What does this mean?
Listen, I put 300 bits just to gradually beat level 1. I didn't expect you to throw in 10 gifted subs.
Jesus Christ, making money. I have no words.
Goodness.
He is incredible. He is one of our biggest supporters. He's an amazing person. Thank you so much, Making Money. We gotta do something special for Making Money. I'm telling you, if you want to come to TwitchCon with us, I will buy you your TwitchCon ticket. Okay?
Making money.
If you want to come with us, let us know, because you are a really amazing supporter here on Twitch. So just let me know. I'm going. Are you going to TwitchCon? Is anybody else going to TwitchCon? Let's go.
Trying to feel it out. Myself. I've got to see, like I know if I wait too long, I'm gonna run out of hotels, but I also need to just figure out if I can go because of like work and stuff.
Because of work,
that, you know?
yeah. See, I know, because a lot of it has to do with the schedule, and it's in October, so there's still time. There's still time to plan. Like Luna, he just started a new job here in NYC, and so he's already trying to see how that's gonna work, but we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be good because it's in October. So, but we're definitely planning to go. Hopefully Goose goes and meets us there because he's not far away. And yeah, we have some fun stuff that we're planning so we can meet up with everyone that's been on the podcast and just have a big group of everyone that's been on. And I have this kind of like fantasy in my mind where there's these steps at the center, and they're like really high, and then there's a bunch of steps, and I just want to get everyone that's been on the podcast to be on the stairs. Oh my god, Making Money, what are you doing? How many more subs? What? I'm like speechless right now.
5 more gifted subs.
So I think Luna needs to like take his hood and show his face.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yay! Show that beautiful hair, honey. Yeah, I love when it just gets wild too when he plays. So tomorrow, I think we're gonna have a drum stream. I'm not sure what. Do you think we're gonna do a theme stream, or maybe we should have Making Money?
Making Money decide.
Making Money. You know what?
Gonna dictate
because
our
you're so freaking awesome. You are going to make a list of like 10 songs that you want Luna to play.
15, one for each sub.
Yes, I like it. All right, that's it. You got to think about it. Make them fun though. Make them fun. Like I already know. It's amazing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Making Money stream on the drums with Luna. So tomorrow, I'm not sure what time we're gonna start. What time are we gonna start?
Oh, we'll post it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, geez, I'm sorry to digress, but Making Money be doing those kind of things to me sometimes. So, back to N0isses. We were talking about guitar players.
Yeah. Family Jewels is one. Tosin Abasi from Animals as Leaders is another one. I think I'm just impressed with what he can do. I think that, when it comes to when you start with guitar, the last thing you're going to expect is someone who comes up with like all these nuances and how he plays, like selective picking and thumping and stuff. I'm probably never going to play that way, but I was really impressed with his skill. Who else is there? I would say Lucas Man, but Lucas Man is incredibly talented and incredibly difficult to match. I guess like I gravitated more towards like guitarists who had like this voice in their music, especially with instrumental, like there's just you and all your phrasing is how you vary your verses, or if you have verses. So another band that comes to mind, Pliny. Pliny is an incredible guitarist. I want his tone, but I know some of it has to come from that Strandberg that he plays, and I am a tall person, and I picked up a Strandberg one time and instantly knew it was too small.
Oh, really? They're small?
Well, they're incredibly small. I picked
Oh my
one
God,
up
Anonymous.
because my local store had one. More subs?
Anonymous.
Five more.
Jeez, I wonder who that
Mike
is.
Shred's got
Anonymously.
one. Nice. Mad Matter got one. Awesome. Yeah, these are good folks.
Matt Scurfield got one. Mike Shreds got one. Woohoo!
Yeah, Mike, Matt, Flutter Baby. I don't know who that is.
Mad Matter got one.
Mad Matter.
Look at that. He just came and followed, and boom, he got a sub already. Look at that. That's love right there. Love it. Now you guys can use
All right, well, level 5 is destroyed.
Annihilated. So I think with that, I want to show you guys the skills that N0isses makes. So we got to make some noise and get hyped, because I think the next song is coming. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
I'll pull it up real quick.
Do you know which
Usually I
song?
would let people pick my stuff, but I think this time I'm gonna pick a song that I recently I chart a few Rocksmith songs myself, and this is one of the ones that I debated on uploading because I felt bad for every bassist out there who played Rocksmith. Because if there's one thing a lot of bassists don't like, it's chords. And if there's one thing every bassist doesn't like, is a 4-string chord. And if you know what I'm talking about, you'll know the song. This one's coming from a mathcore band by the name of Covet. And it is Parachute. So just let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let me hop on in. Make sure I am tuned. All right, cool. This is Parachute. My tone is a little hot. It just sounds like my preamp is turned all the way up. There we go. Might be. So I hope you guys like a math. Because now it's 6-8. Song is
oh my god
joke.
Yeah, the vibe curation. Is that what we should call it? Is that what it is, the vibes that we have?
It's just like how like a museum will curate art. I curate vibes, so if your vibe is good enough, then I credit you with exposure, just like every artist. Like, no, I'm kidding.
Yes, I love that. That's beautifully put. I like the way you said it. And yeah, I like it. The vibes were right with that one. I really like that song. And so that's considered math rock? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So one of the tenets, I guess, of math rock is you have like really complicated guitar playing. And while I was playing the bass, if you listen to like all the other stuff that was going on, Yvette Young, who's an incredible guitarist in her own right, and also recently had a birthday. She plays in like this weird open tuning, and it's almost, honestly, I think it's harder than Polyphia, but Polyphia is more harmonics and stuff like that. I don't like finger picking, so with Polyphia it's like, oh yeah, slides and harmonics, but with Yvette, first you have to have an open tuning guitar, so Kiss, playing standard Goodbye, Smoke on the Water is impossible at that point. And then you have to learn everything that Yvette plays, which is not easy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound easy at all, but it's definitely vibey. I really like it. So guys,
I love it. It's so much fun.
It is. That's the thing. So every time I talk to people that do the whole Rocksmith, they always say, well, I like requests and I do enjoy them, but there's certain songs that I really love to play that are enjoyable to play, and then there's songs that I just like there's a difference between, it doesn't have to be exactly what you're into, but it's fun to play. So is there any kind of music or songs that you feel unconventionally are not what you normally play, but you think it's so fun to play that they're not your faves in your top 10, but you really enjoy playing them because of the groove or something like that?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering, but I know one thing that I've been catching myself as like a guilty pleasure, and I'm sorry to like all the punk people out there, but I would be wrong if I said Machine Gun Kelly's guitar tracks are not fun. It's just like a handful of chords, but you know, it's fun. You know, like you're like, oh
Thanks,
yeah,
Mello.
it's a handful of chords, but you can really get into it because you know, you see it's a, you know, you play C, A, G, and then you're just calling it a day, but you can just have fun doing that, you know. And then there go my follower count. We're just it's downhill from here. There's some other music I would say, like I'm bad at playing it, but I like playing some Arch Spire. They are incredibly difficult, but I would be wrong if I said Drone Corps Aviator wasn't a banger of a tune. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that is unconventional.
Usually, yeah, it's not. It's the kind of stuff that people would have blacklisted, and like, that's one of those songs that I would play and not feel like, oh, you know, I got a 50%, but I had fun doing it, and I think that's what counts, you know.
Yeah, I also feel like groove is really important in songs, and sometimes it's not your favorite tunes, but if there's a really good groove, then you know it's fun to play.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really just like fun stuff, and sometimes we get like the odd weird request, and you know, it turns out to be a banger. You know, it's like, oh wow, this song was incredibly fun. We played something recently that I wasn't expecting. It was this like weird sad song that then turned into like noise rock, and it had like a circus moment. It kind of felt like BT Bam, but it wasn't.
Wow, so it was like a nice little salad of a lot of genres in there.
Yeah, and I was impressed. I mean, BT Bam already is like, yeah, we're gonna play prog, and then we're gonna have like a shindig in the middle of it, and then we're gonna go to the circus, and then we're gonna finish off with like blast beats or something like that.
Ooh, hey Rooster, what's up? Rooster is saying,
yo, Rooster,
who thought Firehouse was cool? LOL.
Oh. I think that might have. Is that the band you're talking about, Firehouse, Rooster? I think he requested something like that earlier in my last stream. I've also been impartial to stuff from like the 80s. I've been playing a lot more like, I wouldn't say old prog, like the 80s. They were a while ago, but not like old. But I've been playing stuff from that era. So like Rush, I've been having a ton of fun playing Rush. I think that every time someone requests Rush, they see how much fun I have, and then they're like, oh yeah, play this. Or if another person comes in and they're like, I want to scale check in, then you know, the classic YYZ, which is almost impossible. That song's so hard. But
I think you were playing some the other day, and you did really well. And was it a Rush song?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it might have been a Rush song. I don't remember which one, because like I didn't listen to Rush growing up, but now I'm like, I want to play like Geddy Lee. Ooh. And it's so hard because he's so good.
Wow, 80s.
Yeah, there it is, Rush.
80s forever. Hey, Shar 666. Oh, so that's a good segue to ask you the next question. So what did you grow up playing in your house? I mean, I think our parents are very influential. I think my parents were a nice little mix of a lot of different kind of genres of music. So what was playing in the background in your house? And I think that's a good segue to ask that question.
Yeah, I hope my dad is watching, because I'm about to embarrass myself. My dad loved listening to music. Now that I'm older, I can appreciate the quality quiet time he put us through. But this music that we listened to was like a lot of, I would say, Earth, Wind, and Fire, because that's what old me remembers from like the single-digit year days. And I still guilty pleasure listen to, and it's not really a guilty pleasure. I listen to September a lot.
That's my song, because I was born in September, baby.
Yeah, and I
love
feel
it.
like I don't remember if I ever said it to him, but I did. I absolutely did. Whenever we were driving, like across the to other states, and he would play music, I would like ask him.
I think Earth, Wind, and Fire is awesome. I'm sorry, but I'm a fan. I have no shame. If I hear Earth, Wind, and Fire,
good, yeah.
I think they're solid. Good. They're fun. And are they from Chicago? Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Ooh, are they? Well, yeah,
Rooster.
if Rooster's saying it, I'd believe it. Yeah.
That's cool.
But I used
Rock,
to ask
yes,
him
Matt.
when I was like 7 or 8 or 9. I would ask him. I would like tap his seat and be like, "Dad, can you play the Folly Ollie Ollie song?" And for the life of me, I called it that for like years. And then someone told me it's September, and I was just like, "Oh no!"
I just said it too. It's like that part where they're singing, and it's okay. When you're a baby, you hear like little things that it's just a repeated emotion or sound. So you that's fair. You were just repeating a sound. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, that's most of what we played. And then like a few years later, I met like one of my best friends in high school, like middle school onward. He got me into metal because I got an iPod for Christmas. I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere around here. And he was like, "I'm gonna give you a bunch of music." So he copied like his iTunes library onto my iPod, and that was when I discovered like a ton of metal, like a lot of like mid 2000s metal. So, you know, Slipknot, Korn, As They Lay Dying, All That Remains, Atreyu, Killswitch Engaged. I got into all of that through him. Amon Amarth as well. So that was really where I started with my metal listening. Everything else from then on out, I was just like exploring the genres, or funnily enough, if for the old YouTube heads out there, finding music in like anime and cartoon music videos, you know, like those ones where it's just a bunch of clips from a cartoon with like My Chemical Romance in the background and everyone's sad. And
so you like anime a lot then. What are your favorite animes?
Oh man, I need to watch more of it because I've been slacking. I've been just watching The Office because why not? My favorite animes, I like watching Cowboy Bebop because I like the 80s space and like the whole techno world that they are in. I think it's like my favorite anime, and I'm not someone who would normally get text as a tattoo. This is an aside. I would absolutely get a Cowboy Bebop tattoo that said "You're gonna carry that weight" tattooed on me, and that's like the only text I will ever have on my body. And one day I'll get that tattoo.
Oh, do you have any tattoos?
Probably not right now. I do. I have 3. I have the Zelda symbol on my shoulder.
Oh, that's so cool.
I don't know how
Luna
to show
has
it. There
what is it that you have?
I got the Assassin's Creed tattoo of the Abstergo and the Assassin's Creed emblem.
Nice. Yeah, I have like that one here. I don't know. This was like my first tattoo, like almost 10 years ago at this point.
Ooh, that's nice. Are you gonna make it like an extended sleeve?
Yeah, my idea right now is like my right side would be like all geometric. Like I would want like a bunch of geometric tattoos and like a sleeve that goes down. And my left side would be, you know, the things that kind of matter to me in terms of like video games. So I would think like a video game themed string sleeve. But that's cool. All kind of like I have to figure it all out, you know. It's like, first of all, tattoos hurt.
How many hours did it take to do that one? That took like a good amount, like 5 hours. 7?
The background took 4 hours, which I got maybe a couple of years ago, and then the symbol on the inside took like 2, I want to say. But then I have a chest tattoo, and I don't know if I can actually show this one. Oh, it's this side.
Oh, so you really you love tattoos because you got a bunch of them. Oh
yeah, it's fun. Those are the only ones.
I feel like
this one
I'm
took
the
like
only
4
one.
or 5 hours.
I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't have any, and I feel like if I get one, I'll end up with every part of my body tattooed or something. Like it'll just be an addiction at that point. Because I hear people that they get one, they're like, oh, I don't really want to get one, then they get one, and then it's like sleeve. So
yeah,
that one's awesome.
They're fun. But yeah, I enjoy getting tattoos. I enjoy like the expression behind them. I obviously won't shame folks who don't get tattoos, but at the same time, I really want them. I just got to make sure that, you know, they hide underneath the work outfit and all that.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm a hypocrite because I'm like, okay, what if I need to hide it to look you know, and then, but I like them on other people. Like, I'm like, ooh, let me see the whole tattoo, you know, like, so it's kind of like, you know, pick a side. Rooster doesn't have any. Okay, so we're on the same team. We don't have any tattoos yet. Yet, I don't know. I also don't have money to get good ones. Because they're expensive. They're expensive. If you want a quality, nice sleeve, that's gonna cost you a lot. Yeah. So if you want, post them. Post them. I like when all the guys post their sleeves. I know one of my favorites are Greer has a really cool geometric one. Yeah. Also Progcraft, beautiful. He has a beautiful sleeve. Just so many.
They're the ones who make my wallet ache a little bit because I'm like, I really want something like that. I don't know if I have the time, but I want something like that.
Oh yeah, we're both September. Oh, what day? I share a birthday with a drummer here on Twitch. Office drummer. So.
I know Office drummer. Ooh.
What's up, Alpine? What's up, honey? I miss you. I was like, where's Alpine? Alpine is an amazing person. He's a drummer. He's my mod, and he's also like a maker of many things, like Smoothbells, and he does IRLs and from German castles, and also hiking, and he does amazing stuff. So go follow Alpine. He's a legend. He's amazing, and he's a drummer too. So.
Right now.
Yeah, he took us to a German castle on his last IRL. So he does a lot of really cool stuff, not just like music stuff, but taking us around IRL style, which I love. I love traveling, and I haven't done much traveling up there, so I would love to. But you guys know, if you ever come to New York City, Luna and I love showing you guys around. So, and if you go to TwitchCon also, we can meet up. So that's gonna be fun if you do. Are you thinking about it, Noises?
I'm on the fence. It's really just, whether work can let me out. They've had like these on and off policies where you can only put time out or like time off 2 months in advance. So we're not quite at October yet, but I also don't know like how much more they're going to do it. Cause like the 4th of July is happening soon. And I feel like that's why they instated it. They were like, people can't just not work on the 5th and the 6th and the 7th, or any of the days leading up to it. So
yeah, it's like you have to take a solid 5 days or something if you're gonna go all the way to California. So yeah, I feel that. September 10th. Oh, all right. So we got September babies. That's awesome. How about yours? What's your birthday? Noises, so we know.
Yeah, mine is October 14th. Yes, I share one birthday with another. I think it's weird. I knew one person who had the same birthday as me who was actually born in the same state as me. And we met like in college, and it was always funny because she was like this short girl, and we would run around the campus calling each other twin because we were born in the same state on the same day.
Is it the same hospital?
Year.
That would be wild.
Not the same hospital. That would have been wild. I think she was like northern area of the state. But yeah, since like streaming, I've met like 2 other people with my exact birthday, and it's like very weird because they're like, it's my birthday, and I'm like,
mine too.
Same back.
Birthday twins. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see if you guys have similarities and stuff. It's always fun. That's awesome. Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions for Noises, I think we are going to our next, I think it's the next hour. Yeah, we still have some time here with him. So if you guys have any questions, also, when is your next stream? What's your schedule like right now?
Yeah, normally I would stream like Tuesdays and Saturdays. I think this next Tuesday I have because one of the things that's been happening in my apartment is my air conditioner is kind of stinky. Oh, well, someone followed. That's the hassle of having the Twitch notifications and the OBS thing. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
I see people trying to, it's like the chat here I just noticed too. People are trying to change the vibe up here. So that's funny. Yeah, so normally Tuesdays at around 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then Saturdays I go a lot longer, so I start earlier at like 3 p.m. and I'll stream for 6 or 8 hours. Not 8 hours. 4 or 6 hours. Goodness, words are hard.
Okay.
That's my current schedule. Right now I'm kind of alternating my Tuesdays so that way I can get a little bit more variety, I guess, in my streams. I have to beat Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which my chat knows I'm not like the most fond of, so I have to beat it because someone said you can't dislike it if you haven't played it on stream, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'll play it on stream and you'll see the few things that I get upset about.
You're doing so
but
good.
Yeah, that's it. I'm doing so good. Duzzle, yeah, I know. Duzzle's one of my buddies from streaming. He makes it his life's work to tie every poll that I do, and whenever I do like a Twitch chat controlled game, he is one of the first ones to kill me whenever the option presents itself or inconvenience me in any way. Yep, there he is.
Oh, Rooster has a question for N0isses. When are you going to get a short scale bass?
I have one.
Oh, there
it's a short scale red one. This one's the small bass. I want to get more work done on it. I love bridge pickups. And so when I got this, I was a little scared about this pickup because I didn't know how the tone would come off of it. It is very different. So I've been thinking about saving up one day and putting a bridge pickup somewhere down here, you know, to get a little bit more variety.
Oh no, like a good one? Damn, Brewster.
Well,
the shade of it all.
Filled up the... That's a
good one.
That's actually a good question. We have filled up the slots on my bass or my guitar stand. At this point, it's a bass stand. If I get more space, because I'm working with like a really limited amount of space in this room, maybe we'll get like we'll get like a short scale 6-string fretless multi scale. I don't know, bro.
Stay tuned.
We'll just get some amalgam of no, you know what we're gonna do, Rooster? We're gonna buy a short scale Hydra. We're gonna get the Steve Vai Hydra, the one that with like 3 guitar necks and a harp somewhere, and I think it has like it, you know, does its taxes and glows in the dark. I don't know. It's just the craziest guitar. Steve Vai is really pushing it now.
Oh wow. So yeah, what's your dream? What's your dream guitar then and bass? Do you have one, or did you purchase the one yesterday that you showed on your stream? Was that one of your dream guitars?
Probably not guitars. I need to revisit guitars because I really thought that I would love Strandbergs, but they are just so tiny. They're like, one of the jokes, and it's comes up sometimes, is like I have very big hands, so people have joked about like, oh yeah, N0isses needs to get a guitar that fits his hands, and there was like a meme once that people were like, oh yeah, just play on like a 27 scale because of your like ET fingers. So
oh my god.
I ran with that joke. I was like, I'm ET fingers, we're phone homing riffs here. So
that's a good one. Well, I mean, that's an advantage. You have big hands. I mean, that's an advantage because people with small little hands like me, it's like hard for me to hold a guitar and feel like I'm not overstretching my fingers and like all messed up. So I mean, you know, there's advantages.
On the flip side, it's like whenever I play guitar and people request a song that like never goes below the 15th fret, that's when I struggle because there's like no room for my fingers. Like the 19th and the 20th frets, it's like trying to make room, but
need a Thunderbird,
need
big
a
body.
Thunderbird. Ooh boy, maybe.
So
but, yeah, if I were to get a dream bass, I would get a custom. I don't really know where from, but I would love a custom bass that's like my own. A lot of the Rocksmith community is really big on Kiesel.
Yes, I noticed. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that with Luna. Like, you're not cool. No, I'm just kidding. You are cool. It doesn't matter if you have one or not. But like, it's very neat. I don't know if I should say trendy or because I never knew how popular they were until I started streaming on Twitch. And I started asking everyone like, oh, what's your go-to, or what are your faves, or what are the type of, and it's usually the Kiesel is very, it's pretty much one of the guitars that I hear the most now and are showcased a lot. So is that safe to say that they're just really popular now? It's like the Kiesel time right now?
It's Yeah, it's really strange, and I don't know kind of where it started. If I had to guess, there's like a really big Rocksmith streamer, Chainbrain. He is a Kiesel sponsored guitarist, and I want to say Young Gun is also. No, I could be wrong. I don't remember. But there are like a lot of people who got a Kiesel because of Chainbrain, or they were inspired to get one. I would absolutely get one day. Young Gun is ESP. Okay, good. Because I was I started saying it and I thought, okay, wait, I'm probably wrong, so let me stop. But I know a lot of people, like Ray Martini, he has a Kiesel.
Yeah.
Goose Chase has a Kiesel. Metal Man GG, another Rocksmith streamer, Kiesel. And then you see Kiesels popping up more and more, like Tim Feerick from Dance Gavin Dance, he has a Kiesel. Will Swan from Dance Gavin Dance, also another Kiesel.
That's it, I have to get one now.
Kiesels. I feel like I have
Kiesel
to.
Club.
I mean, I like their designs, but I'm like, oh no, now I have to like really learn what they have. I think I almost got one, but what I wouldn't say detracted from getting it. I wanted like a neck through body, and they just didn't have a neck through for the body shape that I wanted. So I'm just gonna wait around and see or look at other customs.
Yeah, Nico got a new one. Yeah, he showcased
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's hitting everyone.
Tosin Abasi. I would get an Abasi guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess anything that's customized is better. I mean, let's be honest, right? If it's customized.
Yeah.
If anyone from Ibanez is scanning the chat, I think they're really cool. Yeah, I think they're Ibanez. I mean, we have Ibanez's in the house, and I got the Solar, the highlighter Solar from the Goose Chase. And I love that thing. I can't play it really well, so I need more lessons. But yeah, I think it's because it's a little thicker, like the. So yeah, I would need like longer fingers, I guess, to play it and feel more comfortable. But I love it. So, and it's a Solar. So, but I haven't.
Solars are pretty good.
I don't know. I almost did get one though, but it wasn't that expensive. It was like 800, the one I saw. So maybe that's not a good idea, because from what I heard, if it's less than a certain price, then it's gonna be like meh. So if you're gonna go all the way, might as well just get a custom Kiesel.
Yeah. And sometimes they do sales and stuff like that too. They just dropped the base builder, I think, sometime earlier this year, so I've been finagling around with that, but it's still like $1,000 plus, so I'm thinking, maybe one day when I have more space on the rack, or when I get another rack or something like that,
Yeah. So I think it's time for the last question. If you guys don't have any more questions, you guys have some time. But there is the one long question that I ask everyone, and that is the 12 songs to the soundtrack of your life. So we were just talking about how your dad played certain music and you grew up with certain music. So I like incorporating this so it gives us kind of like a time frame of what you listen to from a child to now and how it built you as a musician. So think about like the songs, like that's a perfect example. The Earth, Wind and Fire song, the September song, like that's one of your soundtrack songs to your life, because that's the one you remember when your dad drove and you were like, oh, play the and that's, so to me that has to be one of the 12 for sure.
Definitely one of them. Yeah.
So
oh boy, this is tough.
it could be tough or it could be easy, but don't overthink it. If you overthink it, it might be hard, but no, I think you know.
Yeah. That's definitely one. What's another one? Motion City soundtrack, Everything Is All Right. That was the first song that I discovered through YouTube. So that was like one of my first like music discoveries. Everyone listened to Fall Out Boy and stuff like that, but it didn't feel like anyone was listening to that in my circles. Goodness. Oh, Fish Belly 86, which is a very weird All Them Witches song. It was a song written by the guitarist's like 7-year-old nephew, and it's just gobbledygook. But it's,
oh my
it's
God.
like one of my favorite songs to listen to. Oh yeah, there's like a whole part. There's one part in the song. It's just he's counting from 1 to 20, and that's it. That's just part of the song. So there's that. Goodness. So we're at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Delta Sleep. Planet Fantastic, and this kind of has like sentimental value for me, because this is Delta Sleep wrote a whole album in like quarantine essentially, where they were, because they're from the UK, they couldn't actually get together and meet each other, so they wrote a song that's kind of like an homage to, you know, the people who like we lost along the way when it came to the pandemic. And you know, I've lost like a couple people during the pandemic, so that song means something to me, because it like evoked, when I first heard the song and played it, it evoked this feeling that you know, like I miss these people, and I missed them before, but you know, this song made me feel for and like feel love towards those people more.
Thank you,
so
making money for the 100
think.
bits.
Let's see. What else would it be? I would say N0isses, Copper Wasp. That was my first foray into, I think, like heavy and like incredibly technical music. Like not the way that Polyphia is incredibly technical, because I think like N0isses was releasing stuff when Polyphia was still, you know, the pre-goat days, the pre, you know, Tim Henson covered in tattoos days. So N0isses is a really good band. I've been following their guitarist on Twitch for a while. He's been putting out an album a month, I believe, since the pandemic started.
Oh wow, that's dedication. So, that must be tough. I mean, I guess for some people it could be easy if they just have that magic of making music really fast.
Yeah, he streams the whole process, and then he puts that whole like however so many number song album on Bandcamp at the end of the month. And it's a smart idea, because back then they had Bandcamp Fridays, so he would just put it out ahead of Bandcamp Fridays, which was when Bandcamp would waive their share of revenue for all music sales. And that's like when I bought most of my vinyl, and I bought a ton of music off of Bandcamp, because I just, you know, I cared about the bands that were on it. So like this shirt is from a band who very small local dudes,
love that, super
like
supportive.
Local to the Southeast. I
Awesome.
tried to help out, especially since like they couldn't tour, and I don't want my favorite artists to just fade away, you know, because I can't tour. What's another one? So that's like 5. I would say Hikes, Been Thinking. They're a small band from Austin, Texas. They're also mathy. They consider themselves as Tremo, so like really hippie style vibes, but their lead guitarist, Nay Wilkins, is one of the best guitarists to see live in ever. Please check them out. Like look up, if you Google Hikes and then Been Thinking live, and then you watch the way that she plays the guitar, it's insane. They also recently went on tour with Covet, and that was very fun.
That's cool.
To like crack open the vinyl drawer to see if I could find another artist.
You're overthinking it.
I am. Dance Gavin Dance, Evaporate is another one. The band has gone through like a ton of transformation. They've had 3 different lead singers, and you know, who knows what they have moving forward. But Evaporate was an incredible song, because at the very end of the song, there's a callback to a bunch of old music or a bunch of like their previous songs. There's like a line or two across the 2 singers where they will call back to different songs across different albums and stuff like that, and I really loved that part. I would definitely have to say As I Lay Dying, Anodyne C. That was the very first, obviously, because when you open your iPod, it's in alphabetical order. As I Lay Dying was at the very top, because it's A, and then Anodyne C was the album that my friend put on my iPod. That song was the first metalcore song that I really vibed with. And, you know, it really broke the barrier for me to get into other bands like Killswitch Engage and all of that. So it's probably 7. Thundercat, Dragon Ball Durag, because I actually have one. I have a Dragon Ball Durag, and if you come to my channel, you can use channel points.
Oh, I'm so going to do that.
This. Yeah,
yes.
I will wear this, and I will play Dragon Ball Durag, and I leave it on the whole time. Soon I'm going to be playing a whole subathon where I just play that song forever until Thundercat notices me. Probably never going to happen.
Oh, we got to make it happen somehow. It has to. That's like summons.
I'll just stream just playing that song forever and just have all my Twitch chat just like tagging him, being like, you need to check this guy out because he's literally not going to stop playing until you check him out. Pliny, Every Piece Matters. Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say, do you have any of these covers on your YouTube? You have a YouTube?
Not yet. I've been working on it now. I've been like actually recording more of my VODs. So if I play a song really well, I have to work on like my hardware. My computer does not have enough space for all of that, but I'm going to be upgrading sometime pretty soon. And then hopefully I'll be able to cut stuff up and, you know, put it on, make a TikTok, make an Instagram account that like is more dedicated to my covers and stuff like that,
good.
And then go from there.
Yeah, definitely. That's a goal. Make that a goal.
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
I want to learn real music. I love the rectangles, but you know, I want to also be able to go into Guitar Center or wherever and not play Smoke on the Water shyly in the corner to see how this bass feels. You know,
No Stairway to Heaven.
The Forbidden Riff.
Right.
I think the next song is definitely Every Piece Matters by Pliny. That song's just really, it's got a great feel to it. Funny concert story. I saw Pliny live, and
oh wow,
I had to carry a child who was who had a seizure in the middle of the crowd. Wow. I had to carry him to the back, like right before that song started, and then I came back into the crowd as it came on. And something about like that moment where, like, you know, this kid, like, people didn't know what was wrong with him, but I just like picked him up and I moved him safely out of the venue.
Wow.
Like every piece mattered at that moment, you know.
So this was just a random incident? You didn't know the person, you just saw them and needed help, and wow, you're a hero then. Like, they could have been trampled or something, God forbid. Like, that's crazy that happened.
Yeah, it was, I didn't know him. It just like,
Did you find out if anything happened afterwards? Was he alone?
I tried to ask some of the venue staff. Like, I tried, I think they had to like take him out of the venue, but I tried to ask like one of the security who I had like saw, and they were like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Wow.
But I was like, as long as he was okay, you know, because like you know, it's a scary moment, and that's one of those things I like about going to concerts, not the actual that, but like everyone cares about everyone. Like, you know, if someone's having a bad time in any sort of way, if you know someone's being a jerk, you know, you can get that guy out of there.
Look out for each other,
yeah. I've been in like mosh pits, and the moment someone drops their like tab book, shuts down instantly.
A tab book, like, imagine somebody. Stop. Are there people still with the iPads that like? I think those are the dads that are like taking pictures with iPads. Imagine.
Yeah. They just care about each other here, and I love that.
I love that too. You're a good dude. Yes, Mello. He is real life hero.
I tell people in my stream all the time, being good. This is life advice.
Nothing.
No, hold on. Wrong one. Hold on. Being good is so easy. You know what's really hard? Playing Smoke on the Water. You know what's really easy? Just being good. It's so effortless.
Aww. I love that close up.
That's my TED Talk.
Yes, I love it. Noises. Yeah. Oh my God, I had such a... Wait, are we almost at 12? Or I feel like we went...
I have no idea.
I think we went over 12. We got excited.
Hey, I mean those are the songs
it
that
felt
make the
right though. It felt right.
Yeah. And if you guys ever, and again, like if you have other questions, there are my socials. You can plutz around in my Discord. You can send me funny memes on Twitter. Just come into my Twitch chat and request Matalaka or Goat by Poliwhirl Firo or what. I don't know. What are the kids like nowadays?
Anything that you play on the bass is gonna sound awesome because you're an amazing bass player. I love your streams. I think the more you stream, and now you're streaming more than once a week because you said Saturdays at 7 p.m. So is that gonna be like 2 streams maybe? Are we gonna get 2 maybe now?
The Saturday ones start at 3. I'm trying to stay at 2 a week. I used to do 3 a week, and that was hard.
Yeah, I get
3
that.
3 a week was difficult, but 2 a week. I try to make the Saturday ones longer, or give them a theme or something. One day someone's gonna click in and they're gonna be like, why is he wearing 5 Dragon Ball do-rags and he's only playing this one song? What do you mean you won't play Master of Puppets? I don't know.
Oh man, I love it though. It's great in there. The vibes are good. What was that word again? By curation. That's the word. That's the word.
You too can show up into my chat and I will curate your vibes, and if they're good, I'm going to pay you an exposure. That is peak humor.
I love it. I'm gonna try to use it and remember it because I think your vibe attracts your tribe. I always say that. I have merch that says that too. Your vibe attracts your tribe, because I think it's true. Your energy is everything. Like if it's good vibes, I think that's what attracts people to your streams. If you're a good person and you're coming in with your authentic self, being yourself, having fun, everyone there's gonna have a good time. And I think that's why everyone has a good time in your streams, Noises, because you're just fun, lovable, and you're a good guy. You're one of those solid guys. And thank you so much for giving us this time and this space. It was so fun getting to know you. It's all about the vibes with Noises.
Yeah, I'm always happy to just put on a good show, click in, have a good time, make a joke or two, be subjected to my weird memes, and have a time of it. That's pretty much it. Have
some good vibes with Noises. So the next time, when is the next stream? So we can make sure.
The next one I can guarantee is going to be Saturday, only because I don't know I've got like people coming in to check the air conditioning and stuff like that on Tuesday. So I don't know when they'll be out. So
gotta get it fixed.
Yeah, it's hot. It's not fun. But so it'll either be Tuesday at 7 p.m. if they're out in time. If not, then Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'll do a makeup stream, and then Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be starting my stream that goes for a lot longer. So yeah.
Sounds awesome. I want to thank everybody before we tune into his last song and then stay for the raid. We're gonna raid somebody amazing. Making Money, thank you for the abundance of love. Alpine for the resub. Making Money for a crazy amount of love today. The resub, the gifted subs. Drews, everyone that came in and showed love, support for Noises and for the stream and follows. Rooster. Remember, next week we got Mike Shreds, 7 p.m. Eastern time here on YenYorkCity. And tomorrow we will be on Luna Satori's channel, rocking out, doing some drums and some fun vibes there too. So any last words? Luna, do you want to say anything about tomorrow?
Be there.
All right. And we are here now, and we're about to watch Noises do his last song for the night. And thank you so much, guys. I love you guys so much. And I hope to see you on the next stream. All right, let's go. Yeah. Noises, last song. All right, thank you so much.
As we say in my stream, we are here because we are here. This is Spy Dolphin by Delta Sleep. One of my favorite songs from one of my favorite bands. Please check them out if you like this.